welcome to the War Rogers News channel. Thank you for watching. Alright, let's go ahead and spectate Kyu'S awesome tourney number 2. Man, Kyu'S had a lot of hype for this tournament, so, you know, this must be one epic tournament. And on that note, we'll be right back. Fushima vs. Wallpayer on the way. Alright, we're going to start off with turn number 1, Fushima vs. Wallpayer. We are back for the first turn. Now, my assumption is that Venusaur is probably going to switch because Gardevoir is a Psychic type, and knowing Gardevoir, it might predict a switch, so Gardevoir is going to switch into Snorlax, predicting Venusaur to switch, but Venusaur is not going to switch, and Venusaur is going to stand its ground by going for Ancient Power. I haven't seen a Venusaur with Ancient Power before, so this should be interesting. Alright, so Snorlax, only time can tell as to what this Snorlax carries. Alright, there's the Metagross. Snorlax is going to start off by issuing a Body Slam. Body Slam does not make a paralysis, or sorry, does not cause a paralysis with Metagross. So, alright, so Snorlax is going to switch into Skymory, but Metagross is going to go straight for the Thunder Punch, and the critical hit is going to really electrocute Skymory. Alright, Metagross is going to switch into Starmie, and Skymory is going to set up the spikes. Ooh, nice. So Skymory is going to do a Protect, and Starmie is going to try to do a Trick, but it's not going to work. Now, Wallpayer knows what move Fushima has on that Starmie. Since it's a Trick Starmie, now Skymory can kind of predict what to do. So Skymory is going to switch into Gardevoir, and Starmie is probably going to go probably for a Trick. And there we go. Alright, so Starmie is going to switch into Fortress. And what is Gardevoir going to do? Gardevoir is going to go straight for the Will-O-Wisp. Wow. This match is already starting to get intense. Alright. So Fortress is going to go straight for the Rapid Spin, which is going to blow away the spikes. Wallpayer has his own Starmie. Now, does his Starmie have Trick? We don't know. But whatever it is, that Starmie is going to switch into Gyarados. It's going to intimidate Fortress, and the attack stat on Fortress is going to be -1. And Fortress is going to switch into Venusaur, which we already know that Venusaur has Ancient Power, so will Venusaur stay around, or will Venusaur switch? Venusaur is going to switch into Metagross, and Gyarados is going to do a Body Slam, which could have a Paralysis, but we don't know yet. Nope, didn't carry the Paralysis. So, Gyarados is going to switch into Arcanine, and now we know Wallpayer's team already. Metagross is going to go directly for the Meteor Mash, which is not going to be very effective, but Metagross is going to get an attack boost from that. I'm going to assume that Metagross is going to switch, predicting Arcanine doing a fire move into Snorlax. Oh, wow. I thought that said George Foreman, but I guess it says Gregor Kleegin. Yeah. George Foreman was a former wrestler, and Now he's in the business of making grills that help people lose weight. So yeah, George Foreman grills. They're quite famous here in America. Anyways, so Snorlax is going to do a body slam here, and I think Snorlax needs to desperately use that George Foreman grill. That's just a suggestion. Alright, so Fortress is going to come in, and Skymarie is going to go for more spikes, but Fortress is probably going to do a rapid spin here. But Skymarie is going to switch into Gyarados, which Gyarados is going to intimidate Fortress, but Fortress is going to do a rapid spin. Fortress doesn't care about its attack. So all it cares about is just trying to blow away the spikes. Now, will Gyarados do a body slam, or will Gyarados do some sort of move to effectively hit Gyarados? Alright, so Fortress is going to switch into Venusaur. Gyarados is going to go directly for the waterfall. Not very effective. And Frogalicious is probably going to switch. Probably. Or not. I'm kind of thinking here that, and man, this match is going really fast. I gotta say, I mean, this match is like, well, this is like turn 18 already, and it's already getting intense, folks. So Snorlax is gonna go directly for the body slam, and I don't know if Snorlax has a fire move or an earthquake. So since it's switched, I assume it doesn't have that sort of move in its arsenal. Sorry. Metagross is going to go directly for an earthquake, which is going to be super effective. But Arcanine is going to go directly for the flamethrower. Could prove fatal. We don't know. There we go. Proves fatal. Metagross is down. All right. Fushima is having a rough start here. The match is already getting intense. So what is Frogalicious going to do? Frogalicious is probably going to go for an Ancient Power here. There we go. Now, I don't know why this Venusaur is using Ancient Power. I'm not too sure if it has Sludge Bomb or Giga Drain or Leech Seed. I don't know. So Frogalicious is going to continue using Ancient Power. And Snorlax has just revealed itself of being a curse set. So now Venusaur has to work accordingly. Venusaur could switch. And Gregor Kellen. There we go. There's the body slam. And Walpair's Snorlax is already off to a good start. I mean, he already cursed up, so you know he's like I said, he's off to a good start. And I'm kind of thinking that Walpair is probably going to rest if Snorlax's health is not up to par. And Fushima's Snorlax has just fainted. So far, the match looks really good for Snorlax. By the way, for my previous tournament video, I think one person didn't like me using the whole semantics of how I do my probabilities, so I'm not going to go into the details about the bell curve. But I am going to tell you all about the probabilities without all the technicalities behind my reasoning. Thus, I'm going to say that Walpair has a pretty good probability of winning this match. Because Fushima doesn't have that much flexibility. Walpair he still has all 6 of his Pokemon. And Fushima still, I mean, still kind of struggling here. I mean, he's trying to he's trying to, you know, cope with 4 Pokemon. Walpair has all 6 of his Pokemon all lined up, ready to fight. And Fushima is trying to fight very defensively. Walpair, on the other hand, he's fighting very offensively. He knows that he's in a really good spot to win. And Arcanine may faint, but Walpair still has pretty good flexibility. I mean, Gyarados can intimidate, but it won't really matter so much to Venusaur, because this Venusaur might be a special Venusaur because it has Ancient Power on it, and Ancient Power is a special move. Alright, so Venusaur has fainted, and Starmie is there. Starmie's probably going to do a Thunderbolt, and Gyarados is probably going to switch into something that can wall it off, like Gardevoir. And Starmie is going to go directly for the Thunderbolt, like I predicted, and Gardevoir is holding a special choice band because, if you remember, like one of the beginning turns, Starmie tricked Gardevoir, and it had a special choice band. So, yeah. Now, Walpair is using Gardevoir's quote-unquote clutch as an advantage, because special choice band enhances the special attack. So now Gardevoir is going to hit really hard, and like I said, Walpair's, he's not taking a special choice banded Gardevoir as a clutch. He's taking it as an advantage. Alright, so Blaziken's gonna keep doing substitute. I'm predicting that, you know, he has a berry. You can tell he has a berry because he keeps trying to do a substitute. Probably Lychee, right? Lychee, Salic. Yeah, Salic. Second guess was correct. Alright, so now Blaziken can wreck house now. Well, kind of. I mean, Fushima still has to get through a lot of Pokemon, including Gyarados, which is going to immediately shut down Blaziken's attack rate, or attack stats, sorry. And Gardevoir is barely out. I'm going to predict that, actually, not even predict, I'm going to say this is Walpair's match. He won it. He won it hands down. And wow, that match really concluded quickly, I gotta say. This match concluded. Alright, so Walpair is going to win because even though Fushima still has a kind of, I call it a bit of a happy sweep. And that means he's getting his little boosts of joy. But really, what's going to happen is after Snorlax does its move, he's out. I knew either Snorlax or Gyarados or someone's going to knock out the Starmie. I knew that Fushima wouldn't get too far. I'll be right back. I'm going to spectate the finals match. Walpair vs whoever wins this match. So, we'll be right back. Alright, we are at turn number 1. Fabro vs Walpair. We are back for the final match of this tournament. Da 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 da! Alright. I think I had enough, I guess you can call it fanfare, sorry. Yeah, so Fabro's gonna switch, and the trick! Ooh, the Swift Choice Band! Oh, my Lotec's gonna be stuck with only one move. Metagross is gonna be withdrawn in for Snorlax. My Milotic is going to use Surf. Now, Snorlax is probably going to do either a Curse or a Body Slam, maybe a Curse. Snorlax is going to switch for some reason into Starmie. I don't know why he's kind of dancing around his team here. Milotic is still trying to Surf, and Starmie is still trying to, I guess you could say, not Starmie, but Walpair is still trying to wall off the Surf and stuff. But wait, Milotic is going to switch into Snorlax as well. I think Walpair didn't find really easy footing per se. Snorlax is going to switch into Weezing, which Flygon's going to use Superpower. Now, I'm going to predict that Flygon's going to switch into probably Snorlax, predicting the Will-O-Wisp. Alright. Flygon's going to switch into Starmie. I guess Starmie would be good for Will-O-Wisp. Alright, Weezing is going to switch into Fortress. Momentary tongue slide. Or tongue slip, sorry. So Starmie is going to switch into Gyarados. Intimidate's going to lower down Fortress's attack by -1. Fortress is probably... Oh, Pinneasel, but Pinneasel's not... It doesn't hit that hard, though. Even without the -1 attack, it still doesn't hit that hard. Alright, so Fortress is going to switch into Milotic. Gyarados is going to do a Body Slam. I don't know if that's going to be not going to be, but I don't know if this is going to cause paralysis. Alright, Milotic is going to go for a Recover, and Gyarados is going to go for another Body Slam. And Milotic is going to switch into Fortress. That should be interesting. And Gyarados is going to do a Body Slam. No paralysis yet. Walpair is still spamming the Body Slam for some reason. And Fortress is going to set up the spikes. Ooh, nice. Fabro's going to, set up House. Now, Walpair has a Starmie, so I'm going to assume that Starmie might do a Rapid Spin here. Alright, so Fortress is going to switch into Milotic. And the Body Slam. Which has not made Gyarados paralyzed yet. Hidden Power Electric doesn't even do that much against Gyarados. Walpair's Gyarados is bulky enough to withstand a Milotic HP Electric. Sorry, a Milotic with the move HP Electric. Alright, so Houndoom is going to do a Crunch, and it's going to prove fatal for Gyarados. So, both Milotic and Gyarados are out. And Snorlax is going to come in. Now, Houndoom could do a Flamethrower, maybe a Crunch. Houndoom is going to switch into Weezing. And there's the paralysis. Alright. So Weezing is going to switch into Snorlax. Alright. Snorlax is probably going to do a body slam here. Or it's probably going to do a curse. I don't know. I don't know what this Snorlax has. So Flygon's going to try to knock out Snorlax via Dragon Claw. Now, if I was Wallpair, I would switch out Flygon because Snorlax is... Alright, so Fortress is going to do leftovers. Flygon's going to switch from, Wallpair's going to switch from Flygon into Snorlax. Pinmeasle. Hit 4 times, but, I mean, I guess it's somewhat decent. I mean, I wouldn't bet my next paycheck that the Pinmeasle will be the next move on Fortress, but you know, yeah, I mean it hits decently. I mean it's not the best out there. All right, so I kind of knew Snorlax would do a curse. I kind of knew that would happen. Now, I'm going to predict. Oh. Weezing's gonna go, or at least try to go for a Will-O-Wisp. I'm gonna predict that Snorlax is probably gonna do it a second curse. Or go directly for the body slam. I kind of thought that Snorlax should do another curse. I don't know why Wallpair is kind of restricting himself from doing a second curse. I mean, you know, if I was in Wallpair's position, I would do another curse. And Weezing's gonna switch into another Snorlax, which, you know, Wallpair's Snorlax is gonna do a body slam. Now, Wallpair should do a rest. Because there we go. Alright, so I'm going to assume that Snorlax is probably going to stay asleep for 2 turns consecutively. Alright. So Snorlax is going to switch into Weezing. Skymery's going to switch into Flygon, which Weezing can't really knock out so easily now. Flygon, I'm going to assume is just going to go for an overall Dragon Claw. And I'm going to assume that Flygon's going to switch out. Predicting the Pinmeasle. Pinmissile. Man, I've been mispronouncing that move in my commentary. So Fortress has set up some spikes. Fortress is going to switch into Jolteon. And now we know what Fabro and what Wallpair have. Now we know the teams. It's really hard to make probabilities now, because even with the teams exposed, I mean, both Wallpair and Fabro have one Pokemon out, and I don't know how the match is going to progress from here. Alright, so I'm probably going to guess if Snorlax doesn't switch, then Snorlax is going to be knocked out. Alright, Snorlax is going to be knocked out. Alright. I can probably say that the probabilities are slightly favoring Fabro. Only if Jolteon switches, predicting an Earthquake. See, Fabro needs to keep Jolteon alive, because Jolteon is Fabro's only hope. And it'd be really nice for Fabro if he has Hidden Power Ice on that Jolt. Now the statistics are equal. But at the moment, Fabro has an upper hand on Walpair because he still has Jolteon alive. Alright, so Houndoom's going to try to go for a crunch, not very effective. Alright. So Houndoom is going to switch into Fortress. And the spikes have been affected. And the Whirlwind, which Fortress is going to be withdrawn. And Snorlax is going to be brought in here. Alright. Snorlax is going to be hurt by the spikes. Leftovers. And Skyrim is going to go directly for the Drill Peck, but the Fire Blast is going to make Skyrim go into the yellow. Now Skyrim is going to knock out Snorlax. Right now it looks quite pitiful for Fabro, but Fabro still has his Jolteon out. And we still don't know if it's HP Ice. So, alright. The Thunderbolt is going to prove fatal, and Skyrim is going to go out. But if you kind of look at the team, Skyrim is kind of useless at this point in the match. So Walpair had no qualms in knocking out Skyrim. Well, letting Fabro knock out Skyrim, sorry. So there we go, Fortress is out. Or, well, Fortress fainted, so Houndoom is going to come in. Alright, and the match is automatically shifted. My predictions have automatically shifted. Kind of. I'm going to predict that Fabro is going to win. Or not Fabro, sorry. Walpair. Sorry. Walpair is going to win. Here's why. See, Walpair has a lot of flexibility. And he still has his Metagross alive. Now, Metagross is probably going to switch into Flygon, predicting some sort of fire move. And I think Houndoom is going to sack the Flygon, which then Starmie is going to come in. Starmie is going to come in with an epic Surf, which is going to knock out Houndoom. But Houndoom, I don't know if Houndoom is going to stay around. Houndoom could just switch into Jolt. But there's a problem. See, Starmie can knock out Houndoom here with the Surf, and it's faster. Jolteon's going to come in, and Jolt may knock out Starmie. But Metagross has Earthquake. And that's something that Jolt can't really stop, but there is a catch. If Jolteon can do a one-hit KO on that Metagross, and there we go. That just saved his fate. Fabro took his... Yeah, he actually went against my prediction because the Thunderbolt had a really good chance to knock out. And I kind of knew that the Metagross with the yellow health, I kind of knew that would be possible. But I've seen in my competitive history, whenever I spectate matches, Jolteon doesn't usually have that luxury of instantly knocking out Metagross. Jolteon usually gets Metagross at least to yellow health. And then once Metagross is at yellow health, Metagross then does an Earthquake and completely knocks out Jolt. But since Metagross was kind of already in yellow health, it was already kind of in like in a par moment, or Jolteon can just come in and just do a Thunderbolt. So there we go. And with that being said, this is the Roy Rogers News Channel. Don't forget to comment or subscribe to our channel, like or dislike the content that you see here. And this is the Roy Rogers News Channel, signing off. Fast, accurate, unbiased Roy Rogers News.